Welcome to Increase Microsoft and Google Suite Knowledge Training, offered by BeWell Project, the third module. The BeWell Project aims to shape the health and care workforce of tomorrow by addressing the need to prepare the health and care workforce for green and digital solutions introduced in the European health and care system to ensure that they can respond to current and future challenges. Today we will discuss about patient-related documents and records by using Microsoft Word and Google Docs. My name is Monica Brânzac. I work within the Department of Public Health at the Babeș-Bolyai University in Cluj-Napoca, and we are one of the BeWell partners. As per the learning objectives and outcomes targeted by this training, we aim to create a new document, to enter and edit and format the text, to create bulleted and or numbered list, to set the page orientation, to preview and print the document, to save and open it, to share it via email, to share the document and collaborate with other team members, and to review it. The EQF level targeted by this training is 5. In this first part, we will discuss about opening, about a brief overview of Microsoft Word and Google Docs. We'll discuss about example of benefits for the healthcare staff, and then we will go a bit deeper into Microsoft Word, discussing about all the above mentioned items. And now let's get started. Microsoft Word is the most common program used for editing, writing, printing, and sharing documents. It is designed to help you create professional quality documents in an organized and efficient manner. In the context of information and technology development, the medical field required support from such an application with the aim of facilitating the efforts made in providing medical services. Microsoft Word is part of the Microsoft Office or 365 package, available to install either on particular computer or to be used while being online. Google Docs, on the other hand, is an online word processor included as part of the free web-based Google Docs editor suite offered by Google. Google Docs is available as a web application or a mobile app for Android, iOS, and Microsoft Windows phones. This app, Google Docs, allows users to create and edit files online while collaborating with other users in real time. Edits are tracked by which user made them along with their revision history. Where an editor is making changes, it's highlighted with an editor-specific color and cursor. A permission system regulates what users can do. Google Docs is available to users with a Google account, while Word Doc is available to users with a Microsoft license. It is important to mention that Microsoft Word and Google Docs are compatible tools, and you can import and export files from one tool to the other. And now, some examples of usage of Microsoft Word and Google Docs in the healthcare field. The first one is designing and editing several forms. For example, patient forms, reporting, and other administrative forms, patient consent forms, and so on. These kind of forms are the ones that you edit online and then print them and give it on a piece of paper to your patients or colleagues. Or designing and editing meeting minutes. The other example is to elaborate procedures as part of a quality management system, adding an electronic signature to a document, to elaborate medical records or medical history in an organized manner, support in the scientific documentation process, research and scientific papers, and of course, edit medical publications through advanced functions. For illustrating the benefits of using Microsoft Word and or Google Docs, I will choose some practical examples related to the ones you used in the other trainings on Microsoft and Google Forms. For example, we would like to develop a patient feedback survey. The survey will be rolled out via Microsoft Forms, or it will be filled in via Microsoft Excel. But first, we need to align the content of the survey with the colleagues. How can we do that? For this, we'll use Microsoft Word in order to develop a document with 3 multiple choice questions and then send the document for comments and review to another colleague and to the manager of the clinic. This patient feedback survey will consist in 3 questions. How would you rate your waiting time? How would you rate the cleanliness of the clinic? And how would you rate the communication with your physician? The answers will be grades from 1 to 5, from the shortest to the longest time, the least clean to the cleanest, the worst communication to the best communication. And now let's go to the third part, Microsoft Word. Before going a bit more into depth on Microsoft Word, I would kindly ask you to reflect on what do you think that Microsoft Word and Google Sheets would help you with the most in your day-to-day medical practice, and why? Please share with us what is your answer. Now, let's start on Microsoft Word. For the very basic functionalities of Word, such as creating a document, edit, add, format text, creating a table, saving a document, printing a document, and so on, we have made a selection of links of useful videos or instruction created by Microsoft, especially for the beginners, which we have added to the end of this training. Please check them out. And for solving the task, in our example with the patient feedback survey, we will have to proceed according to the following steps. We have opened, as you can see in our screen, Microsoft Word, and this is the landing page. And in order to create a new file, you can click on New and add blank document. Now you can enter and edit the text of your wish. You can place the cursor and type some text. For example, Microsoft Word. And then you can use the backspace or delete keys to delete the text if it's something that you do not want. Or if that was a mistake, you can always use the undo button, which is right here above in the ribbon. Now let's say that you want to format the text. First you have to select the text and then select bold, italic or underline, as well as the font size, the font style from the drop-down list. But of course, you can find more formatting tools by clicking the Home button right here on the front group area. Let's say that you want to create a bulleted or numbered list from the questions that we have discussed just earlier. We already have them on the screen, so let's begin. We have different options. We can either do that manually by pressing the number 1 and then dot and then a space, and you see that it's automatically formatting it. And then we are changing all of them. Or you can do that automatically. I will just undo all the work that we've done and I will select the text and I will go to the paragraph section and click on this and select everything. And let's go back, undo everything, and let's say that we want to do a bulleted list with this. You see, if we are pressing an asterisk and then enter a space between the asterisk and the word, we will have a bulleted list. Now, let's say that we want to change the set page orientation. In order to do that, we have to go to the layout and then to orientation. And we can change it to a landscape, for example, or back to a portrait. Now let's say that you want to preview and print document. If you want to see how your survey will look like in a printable format, click the File tab here and go to Print, and you will have here the print preview. If you want to continue to print document, continue with reviewing the settings for all the properties that you want to change. For example, if you want to print all the pages, one-sided, collated, under which orientation, which will be the dimension of your page, the margins, and so on. So for example, if you want to print only the page that is showing, you can select print current page. Or if you want to print consecutive pages, like the first 3 pages, let's say, we will go print all page, custom print, and then write 1 to 3, and you will have printed only the first 3 pages. Or if you want to print individual pages and a range of page, for example, page 3 and then pages from 4 to 6 at the same time, once again, you have to go to custom print and enter the page numbers that you want to print in the format 3, then comma, 4, 6. And in this way, the comma will communicate to the word processor that you want to print page 3 and then pages from 4 to 6. And if the printer that you have selected under printer supports both color, black and white, and grayscale printing options, these will appear under the list on setting. And as because our printer does not support that, you do not see them here. Now, let's say that you want to print the document because you are satisfied with it. You are just have to click print here, and the document will print automatically. Now let's say that we want to save and open the document. In Word, you must save everything that you are doing while you are doing it, or you might risk losing it. When you save a document, it is stored as a file in your computer or your network location, and later you can open it, edit it, and print it. In order to save the document, click the Save button in the Quick Access toolbar, and the Save As will appear. Check if you are happy with the name, with the location, and everything. For example, I will save everything under More Location, and I will go specifically to the location that I am happy with. After I've selected that, I will just click Save. And now the document is saved here, and I will not lose anything. And if you want to open a document, and now we can close it. Now let's say that we want to resume working on the document that we have previously worked on. We have opened the folder in which we have saved the document, and now I'm just gonna double click on it and just open it. Or if you are unsure where your document is, you can go to the File tab here, and you will see all the recent documents in which you have worked on. And if you don't find it here, you have also the search function that can help you. Now, let's say that you want to share the document. If you want to share the document, you can do it also from the File tab, and you can just click on Share, and then you can select to send it as an attachment to the email address of your choosing. Now, I do not want to send it now, so I will exit here. Now, if one of your colleagues have sent a document for you to review, how can you make changes to a document for them to see, but without actually altering the document that they have sent you? Well, you can do that by accessing the Review tab here. And you can click Track Changes on, and now all the changes that you are making appear as a suggestion. For example, it is deleted, but not entirely, and your colleague can either accept or deny the changes made. And now you can choose how you would like to see the changes made in a document, also known as markup. On the Reviewing tab here under Tracking, you can select if you want to see the simple one made, all of them, none of them, or the original document. If you want to select the simple markup, these are displaying only the tracked changes with a right line in a margin, just like that. If you will select the all markup, you will see all the changes made in different colors and lines for each reviewer. If you will select no markup, it will appear like that change has already been accepted. So the changes are already incorporated. And if you want to see the original version, it will be like no one reviewed it. However, any tracked changes or comments in a document that have not been accepted, rejected, or deleted will remain in the document regardless of your selection made here. Now, let's say that you want to insert a comment. How can you do that? You select the content that you want to comment on. Let's say that we are not exactly satisfied with this question, and from this you can write in all the comments that you have. Or from the review tab. From the review tab, once again, you select the text that you want to comment on and click here, new comment. And the same message will appear. We like this question and we post a comment. And we want to reply to that content. Simply reply and say, I agree, for example. Just reply and another comment will appear. That was it for Microsoft Word. Now stay tuned for the second part.